A 100th NRL appearance. And there's the Fox girls as well, so a couple of Aussie sporting champs to usher in the NRL champs. There's the 28-year-old Luke Garner, debuted at the West Tigers, played 75 games there, then joined Penrith in 2003, went from wooden spooners to premiers. And a big night for him, an important element of this Penrith forward pack on the edge. So their defence remains largely as reliable as ever, with the exception of a couple of blowout scores in recent weeks. Attack-wise, though, it's been disjointed. Edwards has missed games. He's been out with Origin. Nathan's had a couple of stints on the sideline, and Luai steering the ship with Brad Schneider tonight. Friday night footy underway in the Golden West. And Henry starting the game and feels the brunt of a Kaloa-Matangi bell ringer for the first impact of the game. But Penrith shifting straight away, and Paul Alamotti, a welcome return. He broke his arm back in round 20. And now Garner. Good physicality in a couple of the early tackles. That was Kepi, and now Yo. Plays game 2-4-1 tonight, just 2 games short of Steve Carter's record for most appearances for the club. Fisher Harris, 5 metres over the halfway. Luai patrolling the left under pressure from Cook. And the pocket-sized fullback Jai Gray, the 20-year-old, one of the shining lights, you'd reckon, out of a fairly long and arduous season for South Sydney. 5 tries this year and has a role to play going forward, one would suggest. Now host. Came into the starting team with Murray suspended. Kaloa-Matangi shifting to lock, where he's played a lot of football this year.
He's gone really good in the middle. Keon.
Walker delayed a pass. He went behind Talis Duncan. Wrapped up by Henry. Oh, 6 tackles, 6 again. Mawale. I've been without Totola for a long chunk of the year. A lot of pressure on Mawale, very young, in front row terms as well. That's a good run by Gray. And they're in good real estate here. Kaloa-Matangi back to Mawale. 10 metres away. Yo, the defender. Damien Cook, very flat pass. He kept it, almost gave it away. He stopped on the spot, but the referee didn't give forward pass. Now Walker trying to find some open territory. Edwards there and beats the first line of defence and gets back to his own 10. Timely return of Alamotti in the shadows of the finals. And this man as well, Sunia Turuva, dropped after the Parramatta win. 2 weeks out of the team. Back into the top grade on that left wing, and he's still the leading try scorer for the Panthers with 14 this year. Schneider playing it. Kenny working with Isaiah Yo. Fast played the ball. Luai leaps on the back of it. Another kick taken comfortably by Jai Gray. And there is that black wall of kick chase defence. It's a good story, Jacob Gagai. 28 years of age, made his debut this year.
And there's a lot of the hard work coming out of trouble. Puts his hand up for the tough runs.
And now Tyrone Munro, just devastating news. His mum passed yesterday, Kirawan Fernando, and Tyrone, I'm sure, absolutely shattered, but has still opted to play here tonight. And I think that little round of applause from the crowd here indicative of that. Send our condolences to the family, absolutely shattering. Brad Fittler, what a night sideline for you. You wouldn't even need a jumper.
Well, it's been incredible. It's been an incredible day in Sydney. The only breeze is coming a little bit behind South Sydney. It's the northwest. We're actually part of an eclipse at the moment. It's an eclipse of moths. There's moths everywhere. I'm scared to open my mouth. But the field's in great nick. Good night for footy.
Yes, well, that's because Andrew shouted some coffees before. There's an infestation. Kaloa Matangi playing to Walker, now Gray. They are an inexperienced backline, but they don't lack for any pace, do they? Here's another one of the rookies, Fletcher Myers from dummy half. They shift from one side to the other. Duncan, Walker around the back. How good is he? Forward! I deserve better.
I don't know about this one. Got it out of his hands and went backwards.
Middle scrum, clock's on.
But the danger of the Bunnies. Yeah, it's floated forward. Right decision.
He was just on the wrong leg, wasn't he? Yeah. He double pumped it and he was off balance and couldn't quite get enough power on it to get it spiralling backwards.
Well, one thing about Cody, Gus, he doesn't throw spirals. Normally, if you pass further than 5 metres, you spiral and torpedo it, not Cody Walker. Which then, you saw that pass, it floated forward.
He looks sharp after a week off, 34 years of age. And notwithstanding his team's lowly position on the ladder, he can still dazzle with the best of them. Earlier game, one I'm sure everyone in rugby league was looking forward to. It was a cracking contest. But Manly, after a loss to the West Tigers, have bounced back with victory over Canterbury 34-22. Matt Burton left the field and fouled an HIA. Clash against North Queensland to come for Canterbury next week. And also Tom Trebojevic, he left early as well. He had blood all over his face. He was hobbling. And Emma's going to provide an update on his health at half-time.
Ola Kawatu in that game.
Oh.
They could not tackle him.
And Luke Brooks.
Oh. Best game I've seen him play for Manly. Dangerous team, Manly.
Running direct and running with force. Stopped in his tracks by Yo, along with Garner. Now White. Blooming kick. And now Edwards, the everywhere man. Running average per game, 231 metres. Incredible. I'm not sure he's been full fitness the last couple of weeks. Penalty.
1, 2, 3, we peel out.
Now, last week,
Same as over there.
when was it Albert Hopewadi scored that runaway try, his gait, I don't know whether the strapping was really tight. A fortnight ago here, he warmed up and actually went back into the shed and they re-strapped his knee. You can see it's a lot of strapping, which he hurt in Origin 3.
Yeah. Now the match performance.
Oh, what a game that was.
Fisher Harris running towards Damien Cook, whose time at South Sydney is nearing conclusion. He's off to the Dragons next year. Schneider, Martin underneath. Another tackle for Cook to make. Reinforcements in the shape of Kepi along with Moale. Flatio, dummies, takes them on around the corner. Fisher Harris, the first try for Penrith.
Geez, a good player, Osayo. There's so much variety to his game these days. Plays first receiver a lot. But on this occasion, where they're expecting the ball to go out the back to one of the halves, he'll just have a little show and go, pull through the line. Harvey Norman replay. Here's the run by Martin that sets it up. Yo will get up in his ordinary position at first receiver. Fisher Harris outside him. Luai out the back, dummy. They dig it, they take it. Fisher Harris backs up and puts the ball down. Beautiful play.
It's always a really good time when your ball players react to the defence. He was looking to play at the back. Fletcher Myers charged out the line. He pulled it back and went through. Yui fan cam. I love it here, the Penrith fans. But his pass selection, Isaiah Yeo, it's as good as any halfback. Fisher Harris, first try scorer. Just we've had some forwards. It's Reed Marnie, first try scorer.
But Lepu last night.
Lazarus. Freddie.
Well, it was identical last week. Fisher Harris scored a try following Isaiah Yeo. Isaiah Yeo went through the Canberra Raiders. Fisher Harris supported him under the post. Groundhog Day.
Yeah. In the days of the footy doubles, Brad, you'd walk in, you'd get number 10, you'd throw it in the bin.
They just fall into their structure so quickly. That's what happens. Time spent together on the training field, on the playing field, so familiar with the way each other play.
Alamotti doing the goal kicking, 6-0 Penrith.
So they peeled out when you get that 3 in. They went 1, 2, 3. So it's the same as what Penrith. So yeah, all good. Thanks, Cody. Stay on.
Fisher Harris. First name on the try scorer's sheet. Now back comes, Henry. They whacked him again. It doesn't seem to trouble this young buck.
Yeah, I think the tougher it is, the better he likes it.
And that's a definite tactic to shift coming out of yardage. Second time that they have moved the ball all the way to that left-hand side. And now Alan Motti. Five years since Penrith lost 3 in a row. Doesn't that speak volumes for the quality of their football? 5 years since South's won out here. The try scorer's kicking. And I tell you, it's a pretty good one. Along the ground, scraps for the ball here. Edwards has got the ball back.
Wow.
Now Luai, now Garner. Garner and his 100th scores. James Fisher Harris will be claiming a try assist.
It's always good seeing a front rower kick. I don't know if it came off his boot. I think it hit his shin. Good old-fashioned Sean Rudder shin kick. Here it goes. Yep, off the shin. Harvey Norman replay. There it is. Kids at home, how not to grub and kick the ball. But don't tell James Fisher Harris I said it.
I think when he dropped the ball, he was going to kick it left-footed, then decided to kick it right-footed.
It was. It's a good old-fashioned shin kick.
You watch him. He sort of gets it and said, why have I got it on this tackle?
Can we
he'll just sort of, he'll just, oh no, this is going.
Can we see it again, please? And I just want to look at the facial expressions of Joe Fisher Harris. There's nothing better. Seeing a front rower kick a ball or pretend to kick a ball. Here it is. Look at the face. Head down.
6 inches. Yes, Brad. Freddie. We lost Brad's mic.
He just swallowed
He's
him
in
off.
disbelief. 10-0 and Garner. A try in his 100th. Well, Val got a try and kicked a heap of goals in his 200th last night. Did you know that was in his repertoire, Gus, when you came over from New Zealand, James Fisher Harris?
Well, when he came over from New Zealand, he had 2 left feet and 2 left hands. He couldn't catch it. He turned into quite a player, though.
Oh, yeah. Clinical start for the home team. Precisely what they would have hoped for on the back of, well, it's really a month of unconvincing stuff. I mean, how they got out of that Parramatta game, I'll never know. Yes, Brad.
Yeah, congratulations to Luke Garner playing his 100th game. Panthers took a chance on him a couple of years ago. He's now won a grand final, scored a try in his 100th game. Good on you, mate.
And I think he signed for a further year or two with the club as well, Brad. There was a little bit of conjecture about his future at one stage, but he's staying here in the West. Luai's coughed one up. Ball to Jacob Gagai.
Well, for the Rabbitohs here tonight, it's going to be possession. They've got to keep the ball away from the Panthers. They look as though they're ready to rumble, and big crowd here. Plenty of energy in the crowd. Plenty of energy from the defending premiers too.
Kepi crashes into the front three. Fisher Harris, Kenny. And now Koloamatangi working towards the post, 6 metres away from them. Cook, spiral to Walker. And now Whiten. Oh, he's so strong. A one-handed pass away for Tane Milne, but they rush in there. Good signs. Penrith turning up in numbers. Cook lurking out wide. That's a tremendous kick. And Turuva gets back to bat it over the back.
There's a penalty offside.
You interfere with play. Yeah. Hey.
Well, Damien Cook kicked this with his foot. Should have kicked it with his shin. You get more results when you do that. Panthers are up offside very, very quickly.
Big and imposing. Played every game this year, Koloamatangi. And now Walker, Gray. Across to Gagai. Good step back in field. Tackled by Jerome Luai. 5 metres away, right against the sideline. Myers and Walker, and now Koloamatangi. Thought about passing. Haven't really popped the question after 4 tackles on this fresh set. Walker will. Tries to kick through. Ball's on the ground. Might have been put down here by Milne.
He might put this down on the line here. He went to grab it.
Bucky. We got no try.
He went to pick it up in the last minute.
Tane knocks the ball on short of line here.
Watch his hands.
We've cleared South. Kick chasers on side.
Yeah, knocked on.
Tane Milne knocks the ball on in the field and play, drags it along the ground. We have a decision.
A couple of little kicks in behind, just to remind the Panthers that they will kick if you rush up.
So make
I don't think it'll deter the Panthers, though.
Off that kick-off on
That's
Brian.
their style of defence. Get up in your face.
Gus, what do you make of the Cleary comments? He's normally very guarded in the media, isn't he? Said, look, we can win this thing, but it's up to the playing group if they want to, essentially.
Yeah, well, he's pretty honest, and I'm sure that's a message that they've had for years. It's, when you get down to this time of the year, it can make the big difference. No doubt he's been saying that to them internally, and now he's made it public. He's kind of put them on show. I'm sure he'll get a response. I still think they're favourites if they get it right. They get their best team, and Nathan comes back fit and well. They're the team to beat. They're the battle-hardened finals team.
What did Nathan say to you about a comeback, Andrew, in the pre-game?
I said we'll be back for the first semi.
Good. Schneider deputising in the meantime. Tungle with it.
It's Nathan up in the box.
Well, he spent a lot more time in the coach's box this year than I'm sure he budgeted for. By the big man, Henry. The chief chaser there. Now Munro, 19 years of age, only his 6th game in the NRL, but what a good player there.
What a courageous young man after the tragedy he's gone through. Speaks volumes of his character.
Had 8 tackle breaks all by himself in a loss to Newcastle.
And Gus, you said fullback's his spot.
Yeah, absolutely, in time. We've got a couple of good ones here at the Rabbitohs, but he is a fullback. He's also related to Josh Adokar. I know Josh has been with him over the last couple of days as well. Terrible news.
Awful. Credit to him and his family that he's out here, and that's what representing South City means. Here's Tallis Duncan. Tackled outside the 30 by Martin. He's been busy. Keon. Another run. It ends just outside the 20. Cook now has a look up. Took on the mark as he beat Garner. He put some footwork on there. Edwards is up in the main line there if they can manage to fashion a kick through. White instead is tackled out near the sideline. Play 5. Walker up and across. Here comes Myers. A deep kick, too deep actually. And Alamotti with a good catch. Turuva, Tigers bound. And now Lindsay Smith has become a vital cog in this Penrith machine. The only player for Penrith to have featured in every game this year. He started at prop, he's come off the bench, he's played in the back row, and he's done a workmanlike job, whatever role he's given. Now Schneider, a chance for Edwards, who's left the ball behind.
Lost ball. Make it a tackle.
I agree, Andrew. I don't think Dylan Edwards is anywhere near 100% fit. There's just some little things in his game that you don't normally see.
Box on, challenge is over. Let's go, keep coming.
Obviously, he's not risking any further injury. He's just got to persevere with it.
They haven't all been in the ruck. They haven't all been in the ruck by Zay for a start, mate. You're peeling or you're slow.
One of the other heavy
Let's
hitters
go.
getting ready to come into the game. Leota from the bench tonight.
Isaiah, enough. I understand you're the captain, but enough. Head in. Head in.
Fifth game for Fletcher Myers in South Sydney colours. Moved from Newcastle, who's part of the New South Wales Cup team. Couple of tries so far. Oh, back chat.
Enough.
Yeah, he's running a fine line, Asaio. He's had a running battle for a few minutes now with the referee, who said, we're not going to keep going like this all night. Then South's got another penalty, and he chipped the ref again. So they asked him 10 metres.
Enough is enough.
And it's very unlike Asaio.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that.
O'Villy. Fresh legs for Ben Hornby. He's won 6 and lost 9 since taking on the role from Jason Dimitri. That's a really good effort, given the doldrums South found themselves in. Acts a coach at that early juncture in the season. Never easy. And indeed, Hornby's first game in charge of South, if you remember, was the previous clash against Penrith. They put up a good fight early, but lost 42-12. Kalamatangi for White, showing, trying to get on the outside of the man. Schneider accounts for him. They take a double shot down that left-hand edge. Duncan, 15 away. Floating pass to Walker. Tap back. Hooks there with all his speed. Wants to keep it alive. Can. Gagai now, rolling it through. And he's got a bit of weight on this. Oh, wow. He waited till very, very late. Dylan Edwards.
Touch Penrith. Goal line.
He was blowing it over the dead ball line. It turned out to be perfect by Jacob Gagai.
Well, amazing if they've got a line dropout out of this. Oh, gee whiz.
Talk about wait till the very last split second.
He couldn't get his hand between his legs to get to the ball. Dylan Edwards bought as much time as he could.
Just watching Jack Whiten's running game. He's getting the ball out the back on the block shape. And there goes, well, not short or long. On the back of those block plays, he's headed towards the sideline. It's stopping his left foot step. I'd like to see him get the ball straight off the play of the ball so he can come off that left foot.
Fascinating to see how Bennett uses it next year. Duncan, oh, he was there, White, off a left-handed offload. It was very early in the count, though.
Yeah. I think, look, there's just a little bit too much passing from South Sydney. They're looking for something that's not there, and that's why they've now turned this one over. But every time they've dug into the line and really taken the Panthers' defence on, they've got a little result. I think the more you pass it, the more Panthers like it.
Tough run by and it draws a penalty.
Good energy in the crowd Friday night. Out to see their champion team. How's it feel down there, Bradley?
It's awesome. It's just become the standard. 20,000 packed. They all know when to cheer, know when to boo. They love their footy.
I'd love to see them back winning football games. The last 2 games of the year for Penrith at home. Gold Coast next week. The likelihood at the moment is that they'll be on the road for week 1 of the final. Sisley-Otter just outside the 30. Kenny, Luai, now Mutt trying to evade Havili and is able to do so, but lost his footing. Moale wraps him up. Fast play the ball. Right up on the advantage line. Then Schneider for Garner. High tackle.
You just gave it, yeah, sorry. You just gave it on. You're good there, Cody.
Sending a lot of traffic at Cody Walker.
Yeah.
Soon off the kickoffs, the start of the game, to one end, move the ball to their left, trying to get Cody Walker's tackle count up. He's already made half a dozen or so.
Smith picked up and dumped by Cook. Oh, big Moses with a Moses-like run. Ends 3 metres away from the line. Luai, Schneider underneath. Oh, look at the space here for Alamotti. He can explode through a hole and get to the line. He does get there, but they
tackle 3, time off.
wrap around the ball and stop him from
3,
getting
Paul,
a 10.
10
It looked
metres
like
out,
there was
mate.
acres of room on that
Tackle
underneath
3.
pass.
Well, Moses went to play before and he parted
On the
him.
goal line.
Do you like that?
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
You feel South just clinging on here. Luai, Edwards, that was class, moving as the ball arrived. But a good tackle. Milne and Duncan, he's lost the head gig. Tallis Duncan, a kick now by Luai to the end goal. They'll get another one. Schneider chasing, 7 for 6.
Yeah, they all know where to be. He was thinking run then, Jerome Luai, given way too much time. There was no pressure coming from the inside. Harvey Norman replay. Just watch Luai. He goes to the line. He's thinking pass, pass, pass. In the last minute, just finds space, gets it through. And Schneider goes over. It's always good when your halves are on the same page.
Well, that kick had to be absolutely perfect, and it was. Look how many players. He absolutely threads a needle there. Any deviation there and one South Sydney player picks that up. But he absolutely thread the needle, got it to the perfect spot, and Schneider was there to pick it up. Someone's happy about a try.
It's a Panther teddy bear.
Yeah.
That play when they turned Paul Alamotti back inside, and there was, what, 10 to 15 metres space.
That won't be lost on.
That's not even reserve grade stuff.
No, that won't be lost on them. You'll see more of this. Look at this. Look at the way he threads this. Straight between the legs and just enough weight to beat these players that are in cover defence, and Schneider's right on the spot. Bradley Fittler.
I'm not sure South Sydney's the game you want to be playing at the moment for the Panthers. Given the coach has asked about their hunger, the last 2 times they've come out of trouble, Davy Morales just give away penalties and made it an easy exit. I think the coach would like them testing a little bit more leading into the big games at the end of the year.
Time off.
He's been a more than handy fill-in. Brad Schneider. Pouncing on a pinpoint Luai kick. They got at him last week down in Canberra, didn't they? He made 28 tackles. All the big fellas were charging at him. I suppose the Raiders can do that. They've got such a big physical pack. He stood up to them, though.
Well, he's an ex-teammate too. Yeah. There's a fair bit of that in that. There's a chance from their own line.
Mortieri medal of the Paralympic Games for Paris 2024 live and free on 9 and 9 Gem. Plus, over 20 live sports channels available on 9 now. It's a great Paralympics experience here on 9. You can catch up with everything straight after the footy. Kenny off the offload.
Yeah, Brad Fittler said that South Sydney's not the right opponent for Panthers. I tell you who's not the right opponent for South Sydney. Because I don't think this Penrith team's going to let up tonight. They've heeded their coach's call. They can't help it if the opposition can't compete.
Yeah, they're bubbling. Luai. They were listening to the coach. Oh, Alamotti knocks it back. This is dangerous. Turuva bounces off Gray. Nice work. Got his hands out of the way and is able to dive on it 5 metres from his own line.
The Panthers have got to keep their structure though. They've got to practice what they're going to need in September and not just respond to the amount of space they're seeing in this South Sydney defence line. A lot of these South Sydney players, you know, we're only 27 minutes in, hands on hips, hands on heads. Every time there's a break on play, they stand still. It's going to be a long night for them unless they can find some energy.
Milner Marmazelis. There's some heavy artillery on the bench there. That was Yleen Buddy Gordon, who was sitting with his clubmates on the bench. He retired tonight at 37 years of age. Played his first season back in 2004 as a reserve grader, NRL debut 2005, but with a couple of years away from the game. He's been largely involved for 20 years, Buddy Gordon. There he is. He spent some time out here at Penrith as well. You don't see the veterans toiling around the lower grades year after year anymore.
So important that they do. Well, nowadays, players finishing up usually go to England for a couple of years to finish.
Well, in the old days, they used to go to the country and captain coach. It'll be 30 years since a country team's run me looking for a captain coach. They don't go to the bush anymore.
I got an idea there.
Got a scrum.
Go on.
Clock's on.
Well, when the player's
Cody.
retired, the NRL, along with the
mate?
local
Cody.
club, say it's let's not go winners, go halves, and they pay him to be a coach, but they coach all the coaches in town, the juniors. Get interested in the game. I know years ago, Todd Carney coached Byron Bay and Jamie Lyon coached Ballina. When they played against each other, they got about 8,000 or 9,000.
He's got a good view.
I've got to get me some of those. What are those?
They'd suit you. Milne.
Look like those night goggles you can see in the dark.
Night fishing goggles. The only problem is that the floodlights are on. Setting him blind. One side to the other again. A lot of side-to-side stuff. The Panthers eat this up, don't they? Now Walker tries to go forward. Good pick up. Munro. Oh! What a step.
Lost the headgear. Tallis.
It doesn't last very long for Tallis. He starts with the best intentions. It's generally gone after about 5 minutes.
What does he do with it when he takes it off?
I don't know.
Cody Walker's down in back play.
Good brave catch at the back by and Munro, right down in his grill. So Cody just feeling the pinch of a bit of rough treatment. Again a shift. Garner finds himself out on the wing.
Easy meters coming out of trouble. Just 2 passes. And then
Fletcher
you
on
move the
legs on
defence
that one.
around.
You released him, Cody.
You get a legs
Fletcher keeps
tackle.
holding him.
And that time they got a penalty. Here's Cody.
I'm quite sure he's carrying a few injuries, Cody. He's only out there because they've got a young side and they've got so many players out. Very hard at this stage of the season, particularly when you've got no chance of playing finals football.
So Marmazelis and Cook together, the two dummy halves. Cook moving to lock. Marmazelis coming out to all the dummy half work for the back end of this first half. It goes to Kenny. Now Yo. So agile.
He picks and chooses his runs so well, doesn't he?
Snyder, lovely ball. Tap on from Tungo, back to To'o, straight through, gets to Gray. Gray tried his best, but To'o reaches out.
Well, from the time he got the ball, Brian To'o, I'm sure the South Sydney coach was holding his breath. We've seen him do this so often. He's small in size, but he's big in stature. He's so powerful and so elusive. Harvey Norman replay. He gets it, he's kind of got to stop. And now he just comes back and just burrows his way in. Jai Gray does his best, but he just holds him off, then reaches out and puts it down. The game's best winger, Brian To'o.
I hope the bunker doesn't react to Keon Kalamatangi here. Keon, or is it Havili, tries to milk a penalty.
No, the bunker can have a night off. We don't need him tonight. He can just relax.
He was never going to get there. Oh, please.
All right, bunker referral, looking at possible obstruction.
He was never, ever going to get there. Keep your eye on... Where's Havili? In 17.
Looking at Liam Martin and Brad Schneider here in front of the ball.
Look.
They now deny Saliva Havili a chance to defend
absolutely
Brian To'o, which
ridiculous.
is an obstruction. We have a decision.
He had no intention of getting Brian
Mate,
To'o.
there's always people in front of the line. Yeah. It's the name of the game. You move the ball laterally at different angles coming back. Oh, honestly.
It's way too pedantic. They've got to tidy all this up before the finals come around.
Watch.
He just deliberately runs
he
into
over.
He doesn't even try.
That is embarrassing.
You
are rewarding an effort like this.
Look at this.
Look at this. This is what you're rewarding.
That's terrible.
Disgusting.
Absolutely terrible.
It's terrible. Now we're coming to the semi-finals. Crook.
You're still in there, mate. No.
Yeah. 30 metres away. Milne to resume. Marmazelis. Havili. Jammed by Lindsay Smith. Three away from the Penrith line. Kalamatangi plays it midfield. Now Walker kicking out wide for Munro. Does he get a bounce? Brilliant! Tyrone Munro! After a devastating 24 hours. And his teammates rush in. It's such a brave effort from this young man, and great to see him get a try.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the reaction of his teammates, how much this young man's struggling. Yeah, it's a special moment for him. Harvey Norman replay. He goes to the line, Cody Walker puts it out. And watch this, he doesn't panic. Just gets the ball, able to get the ball in his hand. He was looking to get the ball on the full, but then realises he can't get there. He slows up there, stays relaxed, gets the ball in his hands, and gets it down. That's a try and a half.
I said it last week or the week before we did a South Sydney game. I said, keep your eye on this young man. You've only seen the tip of the iceberg of his talent. Been watching him in the junior rep football, and he's going to be a class player for a long time. Made that look easy. Bradley Fittler.
Well, the quality of the tries, because he ran past Brian Tyre to score it. You saw Brian Tyre, as soon as the kick was put in, he just turned and sprinted as fast as he could. But Tyrone Munro, you just see him just accelerate right there. Gets himself into space on his own. No. He knows if he gets the kick right and the bound try, the try is his. He didn't beat a slouch. He beat Brian Tyre. Look at Brian, head down. No, that's mine.
There's a little bit of X factor about this kid. Full tilt, takes the ball in one hand and then reaches out to score. Myers, glorious kick from touch.
Stay on side here, guys.
18 points to 6. Munro gets South's first in the shadows of the break. Here comes Savilli. A reminder at halftime too. Plenty to get through. And Emma will have the news on Tom Trebojevic. I understand, well, he got a bad head cut, but there's a worry around the shoulder. When you think about
shoulder,
he had a dislocated shoulder.
He was hobbling with the knee.
Knee, shoulder, plenty of ice. He just he cannot get a break. I don't know the severity of the issue, but let's just hope for the sake of the game that he's okay. Hosts, plenty of room. Big yawning hole, and he gallops up near the halfway.
A nice ball movement coming out of trouble.
Well, Walker had to pass it back 10 metres.
Well, no one was moving. They're all standing still there, even though they're on the front foot.
Walker, another one. Out towards To'o. Munro at full tilt. To'o taking it about a metre or so off the ground. Good tackle. Post on Edwards. She's rocky by the ball. Turuva.
Yeah, Brad Fittler saying earlier that maybe this is not the sort of game the Panthers need. Well, they've got the Titans next week at home as well. So their last 2 games of the season at home against teams out of contention. And with the Titans, you don't know which one of those is going to turn up. There's a good one and there's a not so good one. But they've been down this road many times before. They know what it takes to win finals matches.
Jack gets him high.
A chance for Panthers to finish the scoring in this first half. They'll be disappointed they had that other one disallowed.
15 wins for the Panthers this year. If they win their last 2, this game and that game against the Titans, they'll only have 1 win less than last season when they won the minor premiership.
Up
3 minutes until the break. Oh, Mark. That was a venomous run and a great tackle by Cook in conjunction with Duncan. Yo playing at the back, Schneider, Luai, and now Alamotti. Gee, they love their chances down this left-hand side. Been this way wherever they can. Luai and Yo, Schneider one-handed catch. The outside defence rushed up, so he's got to come back towards the middle. Tom Burgess. Great ball. Martin, ankles tackled by White, and ball out the back on the bump, picked up Tungor, and he's immediately tackled by Jai Gray, but they're finding some huge holes in this South defensive line. Luai takes a run. He's able to get it back. We've had one front rower kick it. Moses thought about it, then he gave the ball away. Martin dummies, ducks, can't get there.
I don't think so.
I wanted to see a
Play the ball
Moses
hand
Leota
over.
kick. He kicked the air out of the thing.
Yeah, if Moses Leota kicks one, I'll jump out of the grandstand. I'd say there's absolutely no chance of Moses ever putting foot the ball.
Well, that to be the football that he kicked. Oh, surging defence now.
I think that scoreboard's the least it could have looked. If South Sydney can get to half-time just 12 behind.
Walker. Oh, Lindsay Smith with the clean-up work. They tried the trick shot. It's going to give Penrith valuable ball here with half-time less than a minute away, 45 seconds to be precise.
Yeah, probably not the kick they wanted. They're going to have to defend their try line now by the middle of this set of 6.
There's some tired legs. They're dragging their feet here, the South Sydney pack in particular. Leota towards Burgess.
Don't kick it, Moses.
Outside the 20. Yo playing to Lindsay Smith. He kept it alive. Back to Yo. Now Kenny. Now Luai. Sums up the situation. Tries to roll it through. Gray with a wonderful pickup.
He's been good, Jai Gray, at the back of a brittle defensive line tonight. He's made a couple of good saves, and again, they're in perfect position to field that rubber kick.
Myers, Marmazelis, numbers out left, and they can get. That's a brilliant tackle. A brilliant tackle around the legs by Tungor. Well, both teams threw a bit of football around there towards the end of the first half. But Penrith, you must say, pretty comfortably at the moment. 18 points to 6 at half-time.
Yeah, definitely upped it. Definitely upped the ante. Running harder, a lot more desperate.
Stay on side.
And so when they get half chances, the scramble defensively.
Let's see if the 3 times defending premiers go on with the job here, or whether Souths can raise an effort and maybe challenge. Now, Tom Burgess, after a long and distinguished career in South Sydney colours, his second last game for the club before heading to England. Great defence. 4 Panther forwards in there, shoving Kaloa Matangi back. The ball to Jacob Host. Just 2 wins on the road for South so far in 2024. 7 wins overall. Certainly strapped up Edwards, but running relatively freely.
Well, he's tough.
Yeah.
He won't have a rest between now and the end of the year. He'll keep plugging away. Certainly a lot more energy tonight, the Panthers. They just looked a little flat-footed all of last week against the Raiders. I didn't think they were too bad against the Storm the week before, funny enough, even though they lost. But last week was a peg down on their normal energy levels.
Well, Nathan went down in that game, you'll remember, against Melbourne. Only lost by 2. One of 3 home defeats in the season for Penrith here at Bluebet Stadium.
Yeah, it was a good game, that.
Very good.
And it's the Melbourne Storm.
High class.
Not beaten by slouches there.
Nice tap on. Second one not so effective. Tungor. Oh no, there was a hand by South Sydney. It looked to be a knock on by Tungor. Referee saw it differently. Tungor still alive here. No one makes a tackle. Schneider, head down, running towards the line. Cut down short. Burgess try saver. 6 more tackles. That was pretty obvious. They've got an abundance of numbers on this left-hand edge. Alamotti, Turuva. Tito is back in the top grade and back to his best try scoring.
Yeah, they had to score. There was about 7 on 2. And Turuva, he goes over in the corner. Yeah, but you notice the difference. The second tackle of the second half, they picked a player up and drove him back 15 metres. Harvey Norman replay, massive overlap, catch, pass, ball in front, and then Turuva, he goes over. And I dare say he might get a couple more before the night's out.
Well, the play of the ball was so slow, they ended up giving them a penalty, and still South Sydney couldn't get their line organised. And again, over on this right-hand side over here, when Tunga got the ball and went weaving back infield, the big gap that Snyder was able to run into, there's no one moving in defence off the ball. If Panthers get possession in this second half, you're going to be entertained with a few tries, I can tell you. Don't go away, this could be anything. Bradley Fittler.
Well, that was all Isaac Tunga. The ball come over, he hit the ground, everyone just stood and looked at it. He decided to pick it up and just take them on, and he took them on with everything he had. He was stepping, and you could just see there was plenty of purpose of what he was doing. A couple of weeks ago, he scored a try against Melbourne. He hadn't done that much over the last couple of months, but you can just see he's the type of player I think the coach is talking to and talking about. And he's turned around. He's last couple of weeks, he's back in. He's got the right mindset. And Turuva's another one. You can just see scoring that try just might give him the confidence to kick on as well.
Kicking style very similar to Nathan Cleary. Watch how he keeps his head down after he hits the ball. Really gets through the ball. But different to Nathan, it's quite a draw on it. We'll start this one out near that right post. Watch his head stays down. He gets that draw on it.
Time off. Make sure we're on side here, guys.
Try 15 for the year for Sunia Turuva. Now they're in position for another shift. That was their go-to play coming out of yardage in the first half. Instead, Garner cuts back towards the inside. Gee, there's a stack of space.
Well, anytime they go wide, turn the ball back in the middle. Because the players are walking, the holes back through the middle are huge.
There we go. Rampaging towards the gap in the defensive line. 8 short of the halfway. They're not shy with the boos tonight out here at Penrith. Pass goes back to Malamotti, away to Luai. Into the backfield. Turuva just got one, and he can put another notch next to his name.
Yeah, I don't think Panthers need to get too fancy for the rest of this game. As long as they run hard and dig through the line, they're going to come out the other side. I see a team on the other side there that's probably put the flag up. The ball went wide, just came back in field again, and all of a sudden Jerome Luai finds a lazy defender and steps straight through. Poor defence. Harvey Norman replay from the kick-off. The ball just comes back. Now look at players just standing, walking. Too much speed, gets through. Classy player. Turuva dives in the corner again, but some real bad signs in the previous try, even worse signs there. If you like to see try scored, you're going to get plenty here in the next half hour or so.
Yeah, you walk on the field, you get found out. When the ball goes away, you got to keep moving, got to keep your legs moving. But there's a lot of walking, there's a lot of stopping from the bunnies. Now Alamotti, exact same spot. He missed the one previous with Turuva scored. What was that, 2 minutes ago?
Not even.
He'll want to kick this one. He'll want to learn. With that draw, that hook he puts on, he probably have to put it out a metre past that right post.
I think he hooks it too much, Andrew, to be consistent. He's a good goal kicker, but he's a young goal kicker and he hasn't had a lot in the top grade. And I think he's just got to straighten it up a little bit and not have so much swing on the ball.
Well, he comes in from a funny angle there. pretty much 45 degrees at the ball. He's listening.
Yes, just as ordered.
Make sure we stay onside here, guys.
Well, the Panthers go bang and crash after half-time. And here comes the wallop. Oh, Leota, straight towards Tallis Duncan. He's brave, Duncan, isn't he? He's about 95 kilos.
Yeah, he's got one of those funny mirrors. He looks in it and puts another 20 kilos on it.
Oh, Alamighty slipped as he arrived at the defence.
Fletcher stops about 2 or 3 metres short. Yeah, mate.
Another penalty, more danger for the Bunnies coming right up.
Yeah, right from the play of the ball, the referee was screaming at Fletcher Sharp there. He hadn't retired 10 metres and took off and then belted Alamighty. Here come the Panthers again.
It might be hard to hold it again. Mark.
Souths have given no indication they're going to hold them.
Yeah. Martin, very little involvement so far. Smith, busy. Marmazelis and Cook, the two tacklers. Kenny. First receiver, Snyder. Martin back underneath. Same two defenders, and then Burgess with a bit of mayonnaise. Yo now, Moore, short, Garner, legs tackle, effective, Walker. 4 metres away. Kenny, Luai kicking through, off the post, Jai Gray. Right place, right time for the bounce back.
Well, if it misses the post, the Panthers score.
Gee, they are bunched up, the Bunnies, aren't they? And Whiten's got to run himself from dummy half. Two runs in 3 tackles by Munro. Oh, good ball. Milne away to Duncan and gone back to Milne. Now Host. They've got to get it out there into the space. It's Myers. He's got plenty of toe down the wing. Myers gets to Edwards and he's knocked over.
He's going to find a pass then. They come wide, the Bunnies. They got him.
Looping pass to Cook. One-handed take Kaloa Matangi. Whiten. Now Walker. Milne started all this. He goes through a hole. Touched by the Panthers.
Yep.
A little burst of energy there, wasn't there?
Play the ball.
Stretched them on both sides of the field.
Yeah.
And they'll get another set here. The Panthers have played at the ball.
That's right. Where do you want the...
So they'll get their goal line defence tested.
So he's had a good little passenger play there. Tane Milne.
We'll see how hungry the Panthers defence is here. They've got a big lead on the scoreboard, but they've got to defend this set.
Host. Hit that at pace. Stopped by some good goal line defence. Marmazelis. Now Walker. Duncan very, very flat. Wrapped up well. Tungwall the tackler. Marmazelis tries to go himself. Denied. I think he's copped a knock in that. Oh, he's a bit shaky.
Tackle 4. Tackle 4. You get a little bit of a stumble here.
Very, very slight, isn't he, Peter Marmazelis?
In the tackle.
Is he going to be the starting dummy half next year with Cook moving on? They haven't bought anyone, have they?
Well, they got Jamie Humphries from Manly.
Oh, yeah.
He picked a bit of front row. It's taking a bounce back. Not played out, so the tackle count hasn't started. Gray from a standing start. Great speed off the mark. I think he's been stopped by, what, a millimetre?
Yeah, okay.
Did it scrape the paint?
Okay. Coming into 5. I've got no try. Guys, away. Come on now.
Well, Cook got the ball.
Confirming that he's tackled short of the line.
Was there a 6 to go?
No.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, good desperation.
Well, part of the ball's on the line there for sure.
Just checking all available angles to see if the ball ever gets to the line.
It's on the line
It
there.
appears short at this stage.
Do we look at different pictures?
The ball is on the line. There. The ball's on the line. There. You can see it on the line.
We need that fella's
Based
goggles.
on all the available angles, we'll be supporting the on-field decision of short of the line.
We need that fella's goggles. Where's the fella with the goggles? Get goggle head out.
Goggle head.
Peter, you're going to have to go off. Peter. The
The ball's on the line there.
Get those goggles up here. So that's Marmazelis. So his head hit the ground with an impact, and he's off for HIA.
Yeah, referee said he wobbled, so the bunker will probably rule him out on that.
Wait, you've got player going off, coming on. Wait. All right. It's last tackle. Time on. Go.
The Bunnies chasing the high kick by Walker.
Knock on South, 20.
Panthers survive.
With the foot.
Emerson News.
It's a Category 2 head knock for Pete Marmazelis, so he's got 15 minutes to be assessed.
Thank you, Emma. So Turbo, AC joint, Andrew.
Right, they're saying AC. That didn't look good. It's hard to watch someone like Turbo getting continually injured. I doubt if he'll play again, the way he was down holding that shoulder. He was proppy on a knee early.
I think he got a knock. Was he trying to save a try? Well, he was in the wars. You'd see the cut on his head. It was streaming blood. Schneider. Good evasion. 12 metres away. Into dummy half, Kenny. Who's coming with me, boys? Kenny kicks ahead. Oh, he's wrong-footed, Gray might have thought. Did Gray get it on downward pressure? Or has Luai scored?
No try, Buck. We're confirming that Jai Gray grounds the ball first.
I'm staying out. I'm just going to sit and watch.
Jai Gray grounds the ball in his own in goal. We have a decision.
Well, Mitch Kenny was left stranded there on tackle 5. There was no one in the Panthers supporting him or calling for the
Stay
ball.
on side here, guys.
Jai Gray, he's having a monumental game tonight. Honestly, you're not noticing because of the scoreline, but he's been terrific.
That's a funny old kick. And Edwards fires it straight away to Luai. Now Alan Moppy. A fend on Walker. Then a reload. 19 Liam LeBlanc out there. Maliotta. And Kepi also reintroduced by Ben Hornby. Left they come. Big dummy Luai. Here we go dancing with them here. Oh, come here. He eventually gets the ball away. Tungle. Munro pinches it. And look at this running style. He goes careering away to get a double.
Yeah, he's a sweet mover. I think everyone feels happy for him tonight, getting a couple of tries. A beautiful intercept, and then just watch the stride on this young man. And I'm going to tell you, he wasn't flat out. He was only doing what he had to do. Panthers getting a little bit offload happy. Harvey Norman replay, pinch, he's got it. Now just wind up.
Look at the way he kisses the forearm here. Obviously dedicated to his late mum. Some are born with it, some aren't.
Oh, he's a glorious runner.
You just get these special players who know where to be, know where to get the ball. He read that play before anyone else. Freddie.
Well, as the ball was coming to him, he's not thinking about defence. He's thinking about, well, how can I get this ball? Isaac Tungo was putting his winger into a pretty poor position there, and you could just see the whole time Tyrone was just looking, thinking, well, I'm a chance here. How am I going to get the ball in? What have I got to do? And he just was patient and patient, put the left hand out, and off he went. Beautiful timing.
That vision there where you see him running at you head on, and how balanced his head was, how still his head was. Everything else is so fluid. Shoulders and hips and everything else, but the head is just so fluid, and he's running with a smile on his face. Like there's no run fast, not hard. He's absolutely cruising.
But Gus, when you said, is he Hemiso quick? Is he Josh Adokar quick?
Well, I think he's like a push bike. He's never been flat out. No one's been able to ride it fast enough to find out how fast they go. I think he's electric. Bradley?
The one thing you notice with the quick ones is you can't hear them. Their feet barely touch the ground.
What was Michael Holding's nickname?
Whispering
Death.
A fast bowler for the West Indies in the 70s and 80s.
Stay on side here, guys.
The Pacific Championships are back. It's the Pacific's biggest sporting event of the year. We started it last year and we're back into it with more gusto for 2024. Witness the very best of the men's and the women's players from 7 island nations compete for glory and pride in their respective countries. Tickets available, nrl.com/tickets.
Oh, he's a drop ball.
Referee's called it back.
Double knock on.
Double knock on.
I think in that Pacific, what was the Pacific Cup? I think we may see Tyron Wishart in the squad there somewhere. Geez, last night he was good. In a losing side, he was the best player by a mile on that field. I think that's his spot, dummy half. He's one of those blokes complaining with perfect number 14.
He's not going to get many minutes at 9 though, is he? Melbourne.
Not with Harry there, but there's a Westpac red zone. Oh, the Bunnies will play the Bulls and the Panthers. Look at that angle. I could watch footy from there all night.
Edwards off the scrum.
Fletcher, you've got to, mate. You've got to get there and you've got to wait. Again, that's you on you, Fletcher.
So scrum penalty, and the attacking team,
So talk to
or
me,
the
Cody.
team in receipt of the penalty, can repack the scrum.
They
That's
can
what
have the
penalty
scrum
offered
again.
to do.
Fletcher's offside. He goes early. We can't go early again here, guys. You know what the result is. It's 25 out. Sorry, guys. Back here. Where it was to start. That's what I mean. Thanks, guys. Heads down. Just both of you stay. Both of you stay on the 10. Head in.
Same setup as before.
Make sure we're waiting.
Will they throw?
Hold there. All in. Break.
Same side. Different set play. Alan Motti nearly finds himself in the clear. Ball over the top. Edwards. Juggled in one hand. Got the pass back. Kenny now. Runs towards Kepi. And LeBlanc.
Let him go.
Down below. So to host. Eisenhuth. Not used until this point of the game. 4 metres away. Left to the post. Kenny with a spiral. Loy with a pass underneath. Schneider looking for some space. They've tightened up in the centre of the ruck south. Leota's going to try and blow them apart. Underneath. Edwards ducking.
But what that play does, it makes the defence all come up, and then they retreat, and then they get them on the next play.
Luai, great ball out of the body. Out to Turuva, and the defence has shut him down. Luai, a kick for Tungo to pursue. Whiten gets in the middle. That was better resilience by Souths. What an exceptional effort by Tyrone Munro tonight. Oh, how about that? Oh, it's penalty. He didn't break away in time, according to the referee. Did Kenny drop off?
I'd call held, Matt, and you stripped the ball, mate.
It's that time of the year. Grand finals on. I just want to send a cheerio to the North Beach Eagles in Perth. They got the grand finals tomorrow. A guy I grew up with. He coaches them. They're in the first reserves in 3rd grade. So good luck to the North Beach Eagles. And kids, there'll be kids grand finals all over Sydney and all over New South Wales and Queensland.
Emma, it's the hottest ticket in town here when the Panthers play.
They always get a massive crowd, Tomo, and tonight the official number 20,176 on a glorious night for rugby league. Honestly, the only thing you can fault is this eclipse of moths, as Freddie puts it.
An eclipse of moths, yes. White tripped up. Ran onto it with real purpose. Come to life in the last little while, South. Cook, away to LeBlanc. 9 metres away. Cook, Walker. That wasn't Cody's finest.
No, it's really at Richmond, that one.
Front foot here, guys, front foot.
Some more news from Emma.
Matt, Pete Marmazelis has passed his HIA, so he's got about 5 minutes left, and then he can come back onto the field.
To'o pulling through all of them. Edwards is there. He gets to Gray, and the little fullback sticks on. What a run by To'o. Luai, Smith, Alamotti, forward pass.
Forward.
Forward pass.
Well, that time they had 6 on 1.
Yeah. Forward pass. Scrum.
Geez, that Brian Tyro break.
Clock's on. Middle scrum. Clock's on.
He hardly got a hand laid on him. Straight through the middle. Oh, look at that.
He's a gutsy kid, Jai Gray. Stood his ground again. He's put a few of his teammates to shame tonight.
Is he a local junior?
He's a Queenslander, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
What do you think about him with respect to where he fits in next year? Gus, I mean, he's taking a play not to be playing 1st grade here now, isn't he?
Well, he's certainly staking a claim now, isn't he? I mean, they've got a fullback there at South Sydney, I think. I'm not sure that Jai can play any other position. Might be able to play 14 off the bench, but...
Well, you've got to work out who they're going to play half and 5'8". Where's Jack Whiten played? Does Jack go Lewis Dodd from England? Or is the starting?
Oh, there's a ball. Munro again. Oh, another forward pass.
No way.
Oh, that didn't look forward out of the hands. If it's passed backwards, it can float forward.
That's passed backwards. That is pass backwards. And the linesman that's right there was happy to keep going. The referee's called that from 10 metres in front of the ball and in the middle of the field. He threw that backwards.
Does Whiten go into the forwards, do you think?
Well, that's the thing. Of what they're going to do in the halves, they play Lewis dot halfback, Cody 5'8". Then does Jack go to left centre or does Latrell go left centre? There's some big decisions need to be made.
There's some high-quality troops there. They're trying to find positions for, which... Oh, there he is.
There he is.
There's our bunker man.
Get him in the bunker. Don't need a bunker.
That's Mr. Magoo's dad.
Yeah. Gogglehead's got it covered.
We need Freddie to try those goggles on before the night's out.
He's got to pair it home. I used to remember Freddie to wear him all the time. There's a Westpac red zone.
Go and find his goggles, Freddie. It's like when you go to the movies. Remember you used to get those 3D goggles?
It's my favourite story about Jerry Harvey from Harvey Norman. Yeah. He's the best salesman in the world. He sold me one of those beautiful 3D televisions. I don't think they made another 3D movie ever again.
Clock's on, Scrum.
He bought one? What for?
Because he told me to buy one.
Did he give you the goggles?
Jerry Harvey, yeah. You got to have one of these. These are the new big thing, he said. So I've got to believe Jerry Harvey.
What'd you do with it?
What am I going to do? I don't make 3D movies. 3D was going to be the big thing.
Got you cold.
Jerry Harvey, he didn't know me from he wouldn't have known me from
Oh, no, he did.
A bar of no, he didn't. We were sitting on a step together up in the Gold Coast. And out of nowhere, he just turned up and sold me a 3D TV.
Well, you weren't even in a Harvey Norman shop.
No, we were sitting outside the Sheraton Raj at the Gold Coast. He sat down with his hat on and just started chatting away. And in 20 minutes, he sold me a 3D TV. Big screen. This is the best thing. These are the best things since sliced bread. You've got to have one of these. You don't have one of these, you won't have the best in entertainment. I said to my missus, we've got to go and get a 3D TV. Jerry Harvey sold it to me. I never made another 3D movie.
He knew you were a soft touch.
A genius.
He turned up with an FPOS thing in his pocket as well.
3D TV. This will be the next big thing, you see.
Here's LeBlanc. Another try here. The Souths might fancy their chances. They might get Penrith's attention at least. Oh, that's forward. That's a blatant forward pass.
Yeah, he premeditated then, Keon. Before he even got the ball, he knew he was going to pass to. Yeah. I like him more on an edge than in the middle. I like him on that right side.
Bit of John Denver for the crowd to sing. DJ's doing a good job. The game's very stop-start at the moment.
Box off. Make sure we wait, Peter.
This isn't the Newcastle bloke, is it? He doesn't travel here as well, does he?
I don't think so.
No. Tomorrow night, Saturday night footy. Well, it's Sean Johnson's last game. And he's up against the team who we did play for a couple of years down at PointsBet Stadium. The Sharkies, 4 in a row they've won.
Uh-oh, look out. If he's staying down, something must be wrong. I actually saw him go off early in the warm-up. He went up the tunnel. I imagine he's carrying all sorts of injuries, Liam.
Touchy, you call that one. Touchy, you call that one.
I'm pretty sure this will be the same DJ as Newcastle. He's got the best music. If this is Johnny from Newcastle, he'll end up at every ground. He's the best DJ.
It's going to be
A bit of a gambler.
So Martin for HIO, that'll probably do him tonight. 14 left to play.
I'm campaigning for Johnny to be at every ground.
Well, Johnny, you just got yourself a slot at Belmore. Emma.
It's a category 2 for Liam Martin, so even though, I mean, that's probably him for the night, at least it's not a 1, which would rule him out of next week.
Thanks, Emma. Picked up on the bump, Turuva. Last play now, Kenny. Away to Luai. See how Penrith finish this game. What's their mentality? Do they continue to go for the jugular? Gray's lost it here. And he was in front of the man, so it's an offside penalty. Yes, Brad?
You can challenge that.
Gussie, it is DJ Johnny.
Hey.
Oh, I think that's a contest, but what I've ruled is...
tell.
That's all right, we can challenge. You want to challenge? Bucky, captain's challenge, mate. South's challenging the on-field decision of the ball being taken in an offside position after the knock-on.
Penrith kick chases onside. Just having a look at Brad Snyder's actions here.
Well, it hits his chest there.
Jai Gray touches the ball first. We've cleared Snyder's actions.
Well, he's only 5 metres offside.
It hits the left arm of Brad Snyder here first into Jai Gray. The challenge will be successful. It's a knock on Penrith.
We were talking about Michael Holding before. I've just had a text off a friend. Viv Richards is actually watching.
Watching us?
Yeah.
Front. He's on the ground. He's looking to make a tackle.
Hey, Viv,
So
Master
challenge
Blaster.
successful. The knock on. So it's going to be a hand
Well, I'm
over. Where the
officially
contest
intimidated
was.
now.
Play the ball.
Well, but, gee, the Master Blaster. Was he one of the best players? Well, surely one of the best. Is he the best batsman you've seen, Gussie?
I don't know about the best. He's in the top 3 or 4.
Never wore a helmet. Yes, Brad?
No one wore a helmet in those days.
I had a night out with Viv Richards, Ryan Girdler. He was the best batsman.
What sort of a night was it, Brad? You must have been. Are you in awe of the Master Blaster?
We're in awe. We're just getting shuffled away, Girds and I. Yeah, there was a bevy of females around. When he opened his mouth, he was very cool.
He is cool.
He was cool.
First one, scrum. Middle. Clock's on in the middle scrum.
Sir Viv.
Well, the Panthers have really dropped off intensity. At one stage here, I thought they'd win by 50, but they've just bumbled and fumbled as much as South Sydney done. The game's really deteriorated.
Do you reckon Joel Garner will be watching?
Let's go, 10 seconds, heads in. Let's go.
Got a story about Joel Garner.
Heads down.
Yeah, Fatty's got a few as well.
Head in. Make sure we hold.
Middlefield scrum.
Wait, David. Wait.
Go to the left.
He's had a good comeback from injury, Paul Alamotti.
Come on, Penrith, we need a try.
And Fisher Harris, our first try scorer tonight. Offload to Garner, now to Luai. Good tackle, Duncan.
Damien, let him up now. Stay square.
Played to Kenny. Yo ball playing. Schneider away to Garner. Tries to put a dent in that right side defence for South. Fastish play the ball. Kenny runs. Now Yo underneath to Eisenhuth. That's 3 tackles in a row by Tallis Duncan. They're 6 metres short. Kenny with a kick, and it ends up far too long, although Fisher Harris has been felled trying to chase.
We've got no try. We're looking at possible professional foul here with Fisher Harris being tackled as a kick chaser.
Keon, mate, he'll go.
Penrith kick chasers on side. Just looking at the actions here of Keon Kalamatangi.
Well, he goes through with the tackle.
Well, there's no one behind the line. If they think that Fisher Harris could have got to the ball, he tackles him without the ball. There's no one behind the line to get it.
This will be a sin.
It's a definite penalty there from Keon Kalamatangi. He's playing the man.
It's too far away for penalty try. It'll be sin bin, Keon.
Yeah. We're ruling out the possibility of a penalty try because of the depth of the kick, but this is a professional foul. We have a decision.
Well, Penrith here with Keon going off. Just listen in.
At the end of the day, James never has the ball. Keon, you tackle him. It's a professional foul. You're in the bin.
Well, Penrith, during this time, they want to be putting on 2 or 3 tries.
I understand what you're saying, Cody, but that's why it's professional foul. He never had the ball. Mitch, I'm going to blow the penalty and then move, so wait till I move.
Most unkind from DJ Johnny as Keon wanders off forlornly with only Reggie the Rabbit to keep him company. Eisenhuth now. They looked like they were going to absolutely steamroll away with this. They're going to the holding pattern. Kenny now. Oh, good. Gee, Duncan, he's been immense in defence. Fisher Harris, one-on-one with Kepi. LeBlanc there as well with added support. Luai off the right, back the other way. Schneider. Good. Oh, he's lost the ball here.
No. One-on-one strip.
One-on-one strip and then lost by South.
It was well read by Fletcher Myers.
Clock's on.
He came in, made the tackle, tackled over the ball, so they couldn't offload, and then he got the one-on-one strip, but unfortunately knocked the ball on. He cackles, goes over the ball, gets in nice and tight. Unfortunate for the young man, knocks it on.
Emma?
So Jack Whiten has gone off with a calf injury. I just spoke to the South medical staff. They don't think it's too serious, but brought him off more as a precaution.
All right. A few have gone down tonight. Edwards ready to feed the scrum. Pass misses the target. Turuva scampers. Passes to Edwards now. They were flowing beautifully earlier. The Panthers have hit a big wall here.
Well, it's been very stop-start the last 20 minutes. Hopefully the ball stays in play and they get some fatigue in the game.
Harris, he looks straight at Gray and says, I'm aiming for you.
And he stands his ground, the fullback.
Kenny, big gap. All the power of the Penrith captain over the line, and he gets it down. Eventually.
Down at the end. The ball gets down.
That's a deserving try to the big lock forward. The best in the game at what he does. Set up the first try of the game to Fisher Harris. Selective with his running tonight. And again, he sees the opportunity. Harvey Norman replay. Just surges, muscles his way to the in goal and then able to get the ball down. I've got to say, the Penrith attack in the last 10 minutes or so, they get tackled on the same blade of grass so often. Turning the ball back inside, turning the ball back inside. And eventually they've worn them down here. Big, strong runner.
There was a great decoy. Was it Fisher Harris from the play the ball? You talk about team men. This is one of those decoys where you know you're not getting the ball, but you're doing it for your teammate. And just watch what it does to Tallis Duncan. He gets an early shower. Well, watch the decoy. Watch Tallis Duncan in the defensive line. Because the decoy is so genuine. Watch Fisher Harris. Watch Tallis Duncan. He has to come in. Because of the unselfish run, I was Eisenhuth. Because he was so genuine on that decoy. Made the space.
Oh, bounces through off the sticks.
Stay on side here, guys. Make sure.
Short restart. Edwards with a volleyball-style tap back and straight into the arms of Liam Henry.
Thought we're under the Arc de Triomphe there.
Wasn't that a spectacular sporting venue? Well, they were all pretty good, but it was right out of the box. Of course, Paralympics continue on 9, 9:10, 9 now. Don't miss a minute of the action. The Australians doing us proud. Trent Talau now on the field in 14. Schneider, that's a tantalising kick, but you're not going to have enough toe to outdash Tyrone Munro. Milne got cut off at the pass, spewed a pass out the back. Munro tackled twice in 2 plays. Stuck in the mud here. He has had a real crack. He's rolled hard at Tallis Duncan, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a tough boy.
Tapping it back. Picks up the scraps. Looks up and confronted by 3 South defenders. Tackle made by Fletcher Myers. Emma, more news.
Good news for the Panthers. Liam Martin has passed his HIA. So he's got about 3 or 4 minutes left, so he can come back on if the Panthers decide to use him.
Thank you, Emma. Another tackle for Duncan. Put down on the 40. Luai now. And Edwards looking to identify a little bit of space. Myers with a good tackle. Luai back to where they started. Alamotti now. A weird sort of a kick. It nearly went backwards actually. And Marmazelis fields it on the 10.
Who have they got next week?
Roosters. Penrith Titans here.
Okay.
And Souths up against the Roosters. That one's at Allianz.
The Roosters are at Allianz this week, aren't they?
They are. They play Canberra in Sunday
You
footy.
just catch the head on the way down there, Lindsay. Just got to leave that space.
So both Panthers and Roosters get their last 2 games at home in the run into the finals.
As do Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle, Dolphins, Sunday. No, Titans.
Last round.
They've got Titans this week, Dolphins next week at home,
mate.
Old Boys Day.
On the line.
I do apologise. It's a core stadium, not Allianz Stadium for South's Roosters. Wishful thinking. Kept thinking back to when they played those consecutive games to open Allianz with all the fireworks on the field, that is.
I had real fears for the scoreboard tonight just after half-time, but they've actually shown a little bit of resilience, South, in this second half. I think Panthers have taken their foot off the pedal, and they've been a bit clunky, to be honest.
left-hand side. Oh, nearly through. Shouldn't have got through. To'o was needed to wrap him up before he broke through the other end. Now Havili. Good determined run. Walker down his preferred left side. Munro with the kick in behind. That was great work by Schneider to tap it backwards and then dive on the footy, and there's a penalty.
You can't pick him up and drag him back, mate. He's on the ground.
As a matter of fact, that is the
You can't
20th
challenge when the
penalty
tackle's held. He touches
tonight.
it here, you can't pick him up and
He's
drag
had a
him.
night out, the ref.
3 efforts on me before and no 6 again. Damien, you're not the captain, mate. Away you go.
There's also
Away you
been
go, mate. Just wait.
19 penalties.
Respect goes both ways,
Two
Damien.
6 again. So all the infringements have either been acts of foul play or inside the respective 40s. So that's a lot. 19 penalties. Oh, good shot.
Good shot.
That's LeBlanc.
I like him. Good kid.
He's from Ingham. Through again. Schneider trying to stand up Gray. The crowd appealing for a penalty for a late hit. Oh, we've got an intruder on the field as well. As Bill Laurie would say, it is all happening.
Just dismiss him straight away. I can understand where you're coming with, mate. But that's not the way you come across down there in the moment, so I apologise for what I said as well, mate. But I appreciate you coming back to me, Damien. What have we got, mate?
So he's been, clipped around the head. Walker came in, he was entitled to. That tackle wasn't finished, but there's some contact with the head, and there's a player on report, so penalty to Penrith.
It's eye, sir. Just eye, it was all eye.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just wait. Okay. We good to go?
No, not another imbecile.
We got another intruder on the field.
Oh,
He's running towards the end goal. He'll make it.
Yeah, they're taking
he's
him
lucky
out.
to keep his feet, this bloke.
So what's the ladder look like after the Thursday, Friday night?
It'll be good to go in.
Ask and you shall receive, Gus. The ladder will be with you shortly. Schneider, HIA. Oh, there you are. So Panthers up to second, with those other teams below, Roosters, Sharks, with superior for and against, and also with games in hand.
Bulldogs play Cowboys next week, and Sea Eagle play Shark next week.
Yeah.
So teams 4, 5, 6 and 7 play each other next week.
And by virtue of their all for and against -120, if the Dragons are to lose either of their last 2 games, they find themselves in a fair deal of trouble. So spots still up for grabs.
Yeah, well, it says they've got 2 pretty simple games. They should be winning. They start favourite in both of them.
It's on their bat, isn't it? Oh, juggle from Alamotti.
They've been real scrappy, Panthers, this last half an hour. I would say disappointing.
Scrum.
I think they were expecting a lot better. They started the game with good energy.
Cody, where do you want to mate? In the middle?
They tried to be diligent, but then it's all gone pear-shaped in the second half.
Nathan's not even interested. I think he's Instagramming. A minute left. Second half's been far from a sparkling exhibition of footy from either team.
No, I think courageous from some of these young South Sydney players.
That was nice. Now this lad again, Munro. He couldn't outpace them. Throws
Play the ball.
the ball to boot over the sideline.
Play the ball. Now to play the ball.
He scored both their tries tonight. What a future he's got. 19 years of age.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah. We wish him well. It's been the most difficult of weeks. Paralympic action following the footy as well. Make sure you join in. A lot of medals up for grabs. Swimming in particular. A lot of events, a lot of medals, a lot of great chances for the Australians. So Luai, last play of the game coming up. Trent Talau. Away to Luke Garner, who's the last man to touch the ball in his 100th game. Penrith comfortable winners on the scoreboard, but a match that didn't raise to any great heights. That being said, the Panthers, after a couple of losses, will be pleased to bank another 2 and lock up a place inside the 4. 34-12 full time.